This is a 2 horsepower 1940 Neptune, single cylinder. It's got some sophistication. It was a real simple engine made by the Muncie Gearworks employees after hours as a way of making money. It was after the Depression, or not after, during the Depression, 1940, getting near close to World War I when things really picked up. It's got a die-cast lower unit. It's got an underwater exhaust, somewhat underwater exhaust, and it's got a cooling system that comes and goes. It's got a return so it doesn't pee out above on top. It cools fairly well at low speed as well at high speed. The engine starts and runs fairly well. It's not the best I've ever run, but it's not bad either for the price of it. You can see it's got stamped steel clamp brackets. It does have a throttle that's got a flexible, you can see it moving, that's wide open, that's slow. It's got a choke, on, off, got a primer that pushes down the float. This one doesn't flood necessarily, and it's got a spark advance, so it's not synchronized. You have to run the spark advance and the throttle simultaneously. It's unshrouded, and it does run, like I say, quite well. The cooling system is run by a centrifugal slinger. It's not a rubber water pump, it's a metal water pump, and it slings the juice, and it works quite well. As I say, it cools fairly well. It goes fairly slowly. I think it also has water induction in front. You can see the lines right there, and the water pump is right there in that housing. And it's got a tilt pin adjustment. That's fairly sophisticated, and they ran quite well. It's a model 10A2, 1940, as I said, and made by Muncie Gearworks. They made engines after the war as well, and then the company was sold off, or the division was sold off. The boat it's on is a OldTown square stern, 1935, and it runs quite well with this, as you'll see later on in the video. It's a real nice boat. They have a round bilge. They ride really smoothly in the water. They cut through wake, and it's a nice boat. It's been recovered and put in a transom last year, but the covering on it is the new stuff that they use on airplanes. It was the fabric choice you could get from OldTown.
Fosti says this is the end of the show.
That's all.
Goodbye.